Yo, welcome in Hoopers, much love. This video is to help you improve your jump shooting form faster, improve your jump shooting form way faster, make it way better. And my advice is to not ever tweak your jump shot form. Don't do what most people are doing, tweaking their jump shot form. I'm going to make my elbow do this. I want that angle to look like this. No, that's focusing on the body, and our focus needs to be on the mind, because the body is only the fourth layer of jump shooting, and there's 3 steps above that that all happen in the mind. So let's talk about what jump shooting is. Number 1, we gauge distance. We gauge distance. We use our eyes, and we gauge distance to the hoop, and we gauge distance to the three-point line, and we gauge distance vertically to the hoop. That's the first layer of jump shooting, is gauging distance. Second layer of jump shooting is considering the forces involved. The major forces involved: number 1, gravity; number 2, Magnus force, which is wind resistance. Even if there's no wind blowing, there's spin from the ball, so we want an understanding of consideration of the forces of gravity, the force of Magnus force, and with consideration to our estimation of the distance to the hoop, vertically and horizontally. Once we have this, our brain is going to calculate a speed and an angle of release in order to swish the hoop. Even if you think you're not doing the math, you are doing the math in your subconscious, and you're doing it real fast before you shoot. So you're calculating the speed, how fast you're going to throw the ball, and in what exact direction you're going to throw it. And your brains can consider what happens if you don't throw it as fast, and the brains can consider what happens if you throw it faster, shoot it faster. The brains can consider this angle versus this angle. Fourth, this is the fourth layer of the jump shot, is when the mind tells the body to shoot the ball at a specific speed, at a specific angle, with a specific spin, in consideration of gravity, in consideration of Magnus force, in consideration of gauging the distance. So we see that if we focus on this fourth layer of jump shooting, that it should look away, that my elbow should be here, that my follow through should look exactly like this, that is missing the big picture, right? So instead, my recommendation, instead of tweaking your jump shot form, if you really want to improve your jump shot fast and for permanent, number 1, improve the ability to gauge distance. If you don't, this isn't for most of you, but if you don't have good vision, wear glasses, wear contacts, wear goggles, right? I was just reading Jordan Rules, story of Jordan's first championship, and Horace Grant was basically blind and bricking everything in the playoffs, and the coaches got him to finally wear his glasses, and his ability to gauge distance was good, and he shot 70% to the Bulls' first championship. Vision is really important in shooting. There's a reason why Nerlens Noel is going to be the first technically blind NBA player, missing blind in one eye. Vision is super important for shooting. It's really important. So make sure your vision's on point. Number 2, consideration of forces. It really helps if you study physics. It's nerdy and it's not fun, but these are the important layers of jump shooting going on in the mind. Study of physics, understanding how Magnus force, ball spin works, understanding how gravity works, speed of gravity. 3, understand math, speed, angles, how this all works. Paying attention in math class will definitely help your jump shot. Again, understanding of math. Whether you think you're calculating or not, you're calculating. 4, okay, this is where I recommend tweaking your jump shot. Only as experimentation to see how it affects the speed and see how it affects the angle, right? If I move in such a way, how is that going to affect my angle of release? If I move in such a way, how is that going to affect my speed, my power output? And those aren't permanent tweaks, right? I'm just saying, what would happen to my release speed if I do this? And it's like, oh, that made my shot flat because it took speed off. That's not a good change, right? So those are the 4 layers, top down. Gauge distance, consider forces, calculate, execute with your body. So don't tweak your jump shot. Focus on the 3 layers inside the mind. If you want to do that, you want additional resources, click below. Get on our free newsletter. We don't send out very much, and this is really only useful to those of you who are very serious, because it's a lot of work to really relearn in the mind, but it will save you time in the long run. Recommendation: go check out our scientific strategy for muscle memory, efficient shooting. That will save you so much time. It's a 40-page free ebook, and you can get through it in 30 minutes. And then we also have a physics and mechanics of shooting ebook. Most people don't go through this because it's 170 pages and it's heavy stuff. But if you just spend 20-30 minutes and scroll through it, I promise you it will improve your jump shooting so much, so faster, and so permanently better than tweaking your jump shot form. Promise you. So drop your email and scroll through those free ebooks and let me know how it works. Peace, much love.